Jamie Zalot, 506 Locust Avenue. First, I'd like to say I never received a response to my Oprah request that I sent.
We never received your Oprah request.
I sent.
You sent an email.
It has to be in
There
writing.
was no Oprah request attached to the email, and in fact, one of the things you said to Tony in the email was, I will be sending a copy of this to Ms. Worth, and I figured you were going to send it later. We never got the request.
Okay. Should have gotten the email back then, but I didn't send it. I will resend it. First, I'd like to address the board's attention to the comments posted on Facebook. I believe they're in violation of the board's code of ethics. The board is, according to the board's code of ethics, the board is entreated to treat all citizens with courtesy, impartiality, fairness, and equality under the law. I believe this to have been violated in the following pages. Action has already been taken by Facebook to remove the comments, and I believe the board and public should be aware of the comments and possible ethics violation. Some of the comments made were utterly atrocious. It's utter wrongness for those type of comments being made on Facebook. Roaring at somebody on Facebook is just unacceptable act for a public official to be made. Second, every move that this administration and current administration has made of this board has been made to take this board out of the light and into the darkness. The island board is like the island. It needs light to grow, and without light, it's going to die. The board has been in dire financial straits for some time, yet the answer's been to ignore the issue. The person working on grants doesn't show up at meetings. Instead of trying to draw people out to the meeting, the board's been trying to reduce the number of meetings so that people can't have opportunity to attend them. The current administration of the board has reduced the amount of time that the public is allowed to speak and no longer answers questions. The election was part of this darkness. I realized that I was not in contention for the last election. However, I did not like to see voters' rights being violated. People were disenfranchised. People who have the right to vote should be able to vote, whether or not they vote with me or against me. Please do the city, the island, and the citizens a favor. Come out of the darkness and into the light. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Don.
Don Reinhardt, 443 Independence Drive, Burlington, New Jersey. Two items that I want to bring up to the board today. To go with the presentation that Rich had, we present to the board something else that might interest you is that the McNeil Mansion property, as we theoretically acquired the road through the property, and we would love to acquire the entire property, could possibly be put into the Green Acres program. And if you look at the header on there, that's on the Heritage Trail of the federal government. It's on the Green Waterways project, basically exactly what he's talking about. I think somewhere along the board or somebody in the board should start looking into contacting the federal government and see if we can steer that property into that direction to be part of the grand entrance to the island. Secondly, I think most of you probably saw in the Burlington County Times today that there was $5 million worth of grants that were issued to counties, cities, and stuff like that all around Burlington and Burlington Township and stuff like that. Burlington Township, as I noted in here, received a $250,000 grant for Green Acres property. How come we can't get something like that? Thank you.
Thank you, Don. Is there anyone else? Karen.
I just have a couple questions that may have been addressed before, but I didn't get it, so I just want to be sure I know. Is the executive order for the entire island, or is it just the city side?
The entire island.
The entire island.
Yes.
And what is the dated date of the executive order?
Late June 27th or something like that.
And will it be made, is that public information? Can we have
Yes,
a
it is. It is.
From you?
In fact, I went and got a copy of it today. In fact, here's a
7th.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. We just got it today. But they did have it ready when we get it. Okay, is there anyone else? Okay, the public portion is now closed.
Make the motion to take a 5-minute break.
Second.
On the question?
We got a problem with it.
No, not a problem. Before we forget, if it could happen, unless I wrote it down, is it possible, Madam President, that the managers all receive copies of information that came from Rich and Jamie and Don?
Yeah, I'd
Sure.
like to see